Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm Chandler, and on this channel, we trade 0 DTE options. Now, the ticker that I utilize to do that is QQQ, and they're a reflection of what the NASDAQ is doing. Sometimes I'll trade SPY SPY, but yeah, mainly it's QQQ. Now, people ask me all the time, what are 0 DTE options? Well, those are options that expire today. I kind of like getting into that. It's a day trade. I'm not going to be in it very long, and so I don't have to worry about all the Greeks. So time decay and all that, yeah, don't have to worry about it. But if I'm going to trade a little bit too long, yeah, it starts to affect it. So I have a risk to reward ratio of simply 2 to 1, right? I'm looking for a 50-cent move, and I'm willing to risk a quarter, 0.25. So if I go in with 10 contracts, I can either make $500 or I could lose $250. For me, that's a good bet. I just got to make sure that my entries are correct. Now, most of the time, I don't move my stop and or my sell orders, but there are times when I do. Simply if, I look at the probabilities of where the market's going to go, and if I see that, yeah, it's most likely going to go to this point, yeah, I might move my sell limit order to that point and then wait for it to hit it. But I'm always adjusting it. My stop, yeah, I usually like to keep it at a 0.25 simply because if I'm wrong, then I want to get out as soon as possible. But there are times when I will adjust it based on what the chart is telling me. Now, in today's video, which you're going to watch, I took a trade, and it's one of those times where, yep, I didn't just take that 50-cent reward. I kind of saw where the market might go, and I moved my sell order all the way down to that point. And it went there and it hit it, and then it turned around and went the other direction. But let's watch it. And if you find it entertaining, because nope, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a wizard, I don't have courses to sell, I don't have anything to sell other than entertainment. So if you do find this entertaining, subscribe, watch it. In about a month here, I'm going to start doing some lives. Now, I do only trade 3 patterns, and so there's a lot of downtime when you watch me on a live, simply because I'm looking for either equal lows, equal highs, and those are usually with a pin bar. Those are the only trading patterns that I would take. So let's look at this video, watch this video, an equal high with a pin bar. So I'm looking at buying some puts right here. I think that VWAP, which is that purple line there, is going to act as resistance. I don't think the market's going to get back up there. And I'm drawing my trend line right there. So I'm watching. Okay, this is where I want to see it hold. Now, if it breaks through VWAP, then yeah, it possibly can continue to go higher. But I see this pin bar starting to being created right here. Yeah, get created, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to enter in some puts right here, and I got it. All right, I got it. But yep, instead of getting follow through right then, it kind of struggles. I always like to see follow through continuously. And there you go. There's my follow through. All right. So as I start to evaluate this, the blue square, yeah, that's the 5-minute ORB, right? That's the first 5 minutes of a market opening. So I think it's gonna come all the way down here to the bottom of that 5-minute ORB, somewhere around the 602. And so I'm going to keep adjusting my sell order, maybe entice the market to come get me. follow me down all the way there. But you continuously watch this and you're like, oh, let's go back up. But have no fear. You know, VWAP, I'm thinking that it's going to be resistance, and the market's not going to break through that. Although my stop limit is right there at VWAP, I'm probably going to adjust that just a little higher because there is a probability that it gets back up there one more time. But I am looking for the market to come back down, all the way back down, and get somewhere close to that 602.50. So let's watch this for a minute, and you'll see me adjusting my sell order, kind of entice the market to come down. Not that it really does that, you know, but in my mind, that's what I think. So, but it's okay. So let's watch for a minute. It looks like it might want to break this trend line. And that always makes you worry. But you know, if you got your stop in place, you know, if it comes back, if you're wrong, you want to get out as soon as possible. But I got a good feeling that it's going to come down to the bottom of this 5-minute ORB. It's just taking its time. Now I am in with 5 contracts, right? Got 5 contracts. It's a Tuesday, and you can see the market is really just moving sideways. It's not trending today. So when you don't get a trend day, yeah, you get a chop day. So all those people that are trading prop firms, the NASDAQ, and they're in and out, yeah, they're getting chopped up real quick. Blow their account, they got to go buy another one. I'd rather just set my stop and sell. Just let the market do what it does, right? It's going to go to a certain place. It just needs to take out some stops along the way. Okay, we're making lower lows. And this is where you start to breathe, right? You start saying, oh, okay. Now, there is a point where I'm thinking there might be some resistance right here. And you can see there's like 3 touches. Well, there's 2 touches and soon to be a 3rd. So I'm watching that as well. Just in case I get a rejection right here. Yeah, I'll try to get out as soon as and lock in some profits. I'm already in this trade longer than I prefer to be. I do know that the market is just trading sideways, and so for it to get anywhere, it needs to chop the shorts, chop up the longs, right? Hit their sell orders before it continues to move into the direction that it wants to move. Now I've taken this trade a ton of times, and so I know that the probability of it coming down to the the bottom to make a equal low is pretty good. Now when it does get down to the bottom here and I do sell, it triggers my my limit order. That's also a point on the chart where I think you can go long because it's an equal low. And I think there's a lot of times where, you know, you get the feeling you're happy because you just made a trade and you made some money, and right here, this is where I was worried, right? And so I moved my stop down, kind of trailed it, basically said that, you know what, if I get stopped out here, that's my 50 cents and I'm good. Now if it continues to move, that's even better. But I was going to leave my stop right there and then adjust my sell order down some more and then just watch the market some more. There were several times there where looked like it was going to hit it, but it didn't. But you can see it breaking, right? It's breaking that double low there. So that's a good indicator that you're probably going down further. And so I continue to move my stop order down. So it's either going to do two things. It's either going to stop me out or it's going to go down and it's going to hit my sell order. Whoop, boom. Just hit my sell order. That was great. So this is the option chart. Much different than the QQQ chart. The option chart kind of depicts just the price movement of a specific option. As you can see here, I bought the 606 puts right up here. And you can see that I bought in at the $2.35 right here, and I kind of rode it up. It wasn't that easy, right? But I rode it up and I sold at $3.64. Right, I rode it up there, and then you can see it start to move back. Like I said, you made an equal bottom, and so you get a rejection right there. So this trade simply netted me $645. Now that's a good trade. One trade is all I need per day. So on to the next trade.